everybody and welcome to this guide and tutorial for the golden shot. Difficulty level is medium and I'm going to go over 8 shots here for you to give you the best advice on how to get a chest in this version of the golden shot. Before we start, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, be a sub. If you do like the content, hit thumbs up please. Also check out patreon.com/golf-tommy for training session packages, and also if you do want to get the text guide for any of the tours out there or for upcoming tournaments. So we're gonna press here and we are gonna go and take a look at the medium version. We're gonna play one of the Gokasho Bay. This is hole number 3, par 3, with a very much downhill adjustment here. I'm going to talk about that later as well. Here we are going to be able to win kingmakers, and for myself, you know, when I'm playing a lot of tour games with my main account and grinding a lot to get clan points, I really much value to get kingmakers instead of berserker, as berserkers I can win in tournament and don't use it that much. So kingmakers are very valuable, especially now when clans are that big part of the game. If we do get a hole-in-one, we're going to get the onyx chest. If we do get the fire chest, then we do have the yellow ring. For the red ring, we do have the scarlet chest. We do have the topaz chest for the light blue ring and the azure chest for the dark blue ring. We are going to get one free shot, only one, and if you do want to play more than that, then you will have to buy your shot. 6 shots for $5. Press the question mark if you do have more questions about the golden shot, more than that you can hear in the video, and then take it just from there. The adjustment that we're gonna do, you can see it here down on the screen. We are going to play with the golden long iron. Every shot, doesn't matter what wind we're having, every shot is going to be a golden long iron with maximum distance with a 20% over adjustment, so it's massively downhill. And if you do not know what maximum distance and 20% and stuff like that mean, then you can play it 1.5 per ring. So for 1.5 in wind, you adjust 1 ring. So it's going to be, what can I say? Oh, sorry, it's going to be like for every ring it's 1.5. So if the wind is 1.5 miles per hour, you're going to adjust 1 ring in that matter. So we're gonna take a look at the landing position here, and we're gonna take away that one. And here you can see that I'm using this adjustment with spin. So I'm adding max backspin with every type of wind except for just straight headwind, and I take off half a bar. But this is going to give you the ball guideline that we're looking for. You can see we're very close with the white ring there to the bottom, approximately 2/3 into the dark blue ring with a second bounce. When we do adjust here, that this landing position would be for wind that is going to be straight headwind or a straight tailwind. If we do have crosswind, I would like you to move your target so the second bounce would be in terms of like distance of where the red ring is. So approximately 2.5 green squares out to the right of the pin or to the left of the pin, depending on where the wind is blowing, to compensate for the push that we're gonna get from the wind. But now, enough talking, let's go and take a look. 8 shots, see if we can get a hole-in-one. 3.9, we start with a little bit of tailwind and crosswind. And as always, I'm going to talk you through the shots here and giving you the reasons why I'm adjusting as I am, and then we're gonna summarize everything in the end. Look for the landing position that we do want to max backspin, and then we're going to adjust. You can see I'm not making any extra adjustment for the crosswind here, which is a mistake, and therefore we're gonna miss this one to the left of the pin due to the wind being to the right. So we're going to adjust, and we're going to play this one 2.5 rings, and you can see due to the tree that we do have on the right there, I do adjust from other direction to make it easier for myself and not have the tree in my way. The distance and the speed, well done, I like that one, but in terms of like angle wise, we are a little bit too much to the left, and that's something that we need to make sure that we're not gonna get for a rest of job. But now we have that in mind, see if we can improve from that. So a little bit of kingmakers here, which is good. Second shot, we do have crosswind here again. And we're gonna look for the same distance with the landing position with max backspin, no side spin at all. You can see here, second bounce, I'm aiming basically the same type of thing that I had before. A little bit further up now though, due to the slight headwind. We have some slight tailwind before with the crosswind. Now we do have some slight headwind. I am a little bit too much up here in my opinion though. But once again, I'm not compensating enough for the crosswind that I'm going to have, which is once again a tiny little mistake. We're still gonna be close though. Oh, now we hit the grade as well. So we're coming in here. You can see here, first and foremost, we're coming a little bit too hot in my opinion. And hitting it great, then we're of course going to miss on the right side there. So it kind of like compensate for itself in that way. Oh! We're just gonna have this one on the screen as well. So 1.5 per ring. So this would mean that we would be playing this one 2 rings with a 3.0 adjustment wind here. Once again, we do have some slight tailwind here. We're adjusting with max backspin, and now I'm trying to, but I'm just using the yellow ring here. Not much, not enough, which is unfortunate in this way, of course. 2 rings. And you know, we are going to bounce for where we want to, but the problem is when we bounce where we want to, the ball is going to bounce right and bounce right and bounce right and roll a little bit too much to the right there. Sure, we're close, but give yourself that red ring in terms of compensation to either left or right with crosswind, even though the wind is so small. But it will, as we have the 3 bounces to go for the pin, all those bounces going to be either left, left, left or right, right, right. So now we do have headwind. Now we're not gonna compensate in that way. And also, this is almost straight headwind. So I'm going to only play with 4 bars of backspin and not 4.5. And why am I not using max backspin and just moving my target further up? The reason for that is that we're going to be in between clubs, as we're going to go up in in type of overpower. You can see the +1 mark there. And the +1 yard mark is okay when it comes to a power 1 ball, but once we go up to +3, +4, that's a max distance with that. Nice shot here, and as you see, we don't have to over adjust that much when it comes to straight headwind or straight tailwind. We just need to pay attention to the slight crosswind that we did have in this time that we didn't. But close once again, and we did get some kingmakers. Okay, once again we start over. Took my rookie account as well, that needed a little bit of new balls here for the kingmakers. So once again, max backspin. Sure, we do have some headwind, that's why we need to move up our target. Look how much we compensate now. 1.5 ring basically, so I'm in middle of the red ring there on the left with the second bounce. We need once again a little bit more. A little bit more, Tommy, come on! So now we're going to adjust for 3.9, which is going to be 2.5 rings. Hit the ball perfect. And we're gonna come in here, but you can see here once again we're gonna miss on the wrong side. Just approximately half a ring. So come on now, we need to compensate enough. So use the red ring as a reference, either left or right side, depending on from the direction the wind is blowing. And I repeat myself there a lot because it's super important. You know, you can see the reason I'm missing to the right or to the left there is because I'm not compensating enough. So, okay, 4.3, we do have a little bit of headwind here, or like, I would say it's absolutely completely in between headwind and crosswind here. And therefore I'm going to, when it is 4 miles per hour as well, I'm going to play with 4 bars. You can see here we compensate around almost the red ring there to the right. And now when we are in between here, it's like I kind of reference like 3 miles per hour crosswind. I would go with the red ring as reference. And now when we're on 4.5, I would still go with the red ring there as reference though. As for the wind is a little bit stronger than it was with otherwise. So we still miss it there to the right. Still miss it there to the right, and that kind of tells me that I might be a little bit off there. Like in between headwind, crosswind, then we are just going to be okay with half of the red ring in terms of overcompensation. So please let me know in the comment section below if you do not understand what I'm talking about. Now we do have a little bit more crosswind than we do have headwind. And we also have 5 miles per hour, which is one of the stronger winds that we can get. You can see here, I'm aiming with a white ring this time around by the bunker. And now when we don't have any red ring there by the pin, we kind of have to wing it a little bit with the second bounce adjustment. So try to build ourselves a reference, and that's why I wanted to use the bunker here to see will that work as a good reference there. We're coming in very nicely. Get in the hole! Just took the edge and get in. Hole in one, and that's always lovely. Okay, so now we got a hole in one here, and therefore I'm actually gonna try to dunk. I need to try it, you know. It's as I've already got the hole in one, and actually had the 2 shots left to go here. I wanted to see, let's see if we can get straight tailwind here and see if I can go with a dunk. And we got it! Let's get in the hole. I see, you know, a dunk, you know, it's just a fun thing. Definitely not something that I do recommend you to do. This is super tough to get this one in the hole. But, you know, I never dunked the golden shot and got it in. And I'm definitely not spending money on trying to dunk it. But if we do get a shot over or so, then you could try it, you know. So we're going to adjust. It looks very strange here though with the when we're having our rings inside the rings there. 3.7 is going to give us around 1.7 rings. Hit it perfect. We get to zoom in. Boom! We dunk it from the tee in the golden shot. Got the hole in one there. Even though we got the hole in one, we only got the topaz chest. As for we already got the hole in one. Lovely! Yay! Awesome to get the dunk in there. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the golden shot guide and tutorial for medium difficulty Gokasho Bay edition. Let me know if you do have any questions down below. We're gonna go over the adjustment here first. So first and foremost, we are not using any side spin to left or right, no curl, so those we take away directly. Landing position we're gonna start with here. We're gonna take that one away. You can see here, this is the base. Have in mind that if we do have crosswind, we need to compensate out to the edge of the red ring, either to the right or to the left. So with this type of wind, 3.9 to the left, we would be playing the red ring with the second bounce outside to the right. Still the same type of distance with the rings in the bottom, just that I want the second bounce to be pointed at that direction. When it comes to the adjustment, maximum distance with a 20% over adjustment, which also is 1.5 per ring for every shot. Doesn't matter if you have headwind, crosswind or tailwind. And we go maxed backspin, 4.5 bar backspin, with every type of shot except for having a straight headwind. Then we're going to remove and only play it with 4 bars and still using the same type of landing position, as we're otherwise gonna go short if we use 4.5. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and comment if you do have any questions, and good luck in the golden shot!